Meeting Anshu, she was only 4 years old, and her mum was a very cool experience. She also has a newborn baby. I'm talking like 2 weeks old, which I got to hold. So that was very exciting, and that baby was very tiny. I definitely felt like a bit of a giant sitting next to the mother because they're all very, very tiny. It was just so nice to be able to sit at her home and talk with her and learn about her story. So her 4-year-old daughter at 18 months old was very malnourished, and the mother, she didn't know what was wrong with her daughter. And malnutrition in India in some of the communities is a huge problem. And I guess the biggest problem is that families don't know what is wrong with their young children. They don't know that they're malnourished. And something else that we learned as well is that it's very high within girls because the boys get looked after a little bit better. So if there's food, the boys will get it first before the girls. So often the girls miss out, which is quite heartbreaking. Anchu was very malnourished. So Ahmeet told her mother that she needs to go to hospital. So I guess a big problem in the villages is that these people just don't know what's available for them. And so the government have a hospital that's available for mothers and their children that are malnourished. So Anshu and her mother got to go to this hospital once they found out about it, and they were taken care of. They're given vitamins and all these things to help them grow and get better and get healthier, and also they get to learn about how to look after their child. I was kind of thinking about the hospitals that we have in New Zealand and how clean they are, and thinking, wow, this is definitely not the standard we have in New Zealand. And then to hear that these women preferred being here because of how clean it was very shocking for me and quite eye-opening. And we got to meet the doctors and the nurses there, and they were so lovely and so excited that we were there, and it was just cool to be able to showcase what these people are doing to help, women and their children. The women have to stay there for 15 days, and so they're away from their families, which can be very hard. And it was quite hard to see these children that are very small. They look like very young babies, but a lot of them who look very small are actually 2, 3, 4 years old. I think it's pretty crazy to see that, and it's such a huge problem, especially in this state that we're in Nawada, and makes me feel very grateful, makes me think every time I've been fussy when it comes to food, people have it so much harder than we do. The one in their community, his name is Ahmeet, and I got to meet him as well and talk with him. He goes around his community and checks on everyone and makes sure that they're okay, and just connecting these families and these women to the things that are available for them so that they can get help and get what they need. And he seems like a very humble guy, and it was quite hard to get him to smile. I think he was a little bit nervous talking to us. It's not every day that you talk to someone from New Zealand that can speak English. But I just thought, man, thank you so much for what you do for your community, because without him and, that connection, basically a lot of these children wouldn't be here today. So managed to get him to crack a smile.